If you worked any type of retail job before, you know you're there for the customer, but the customer is not there for you. Through blatant disrespect, harassment, and just a general view of not being equal, this is a reminder that retail workers are people too. We have bills to pay, we have families, we have a social life, and outside of the hellhole that we work in, we don't have to wear name tags for you to know our names. So if you're like me, you've been able to categorize every type of customer that comes in, and you have a little black book that says what type of customer they are. This is different types of retail customers. Let's start with the fun one, the Refund Refugee. Man, I'm surprised Rent-A-Centers are still open. I mean, how many times after the Super Bowl, after the World Cup, do you see a huge lineup at the customer service desk of a Wal-Mart, a Target, wherever? Because everyone wants to return their TVs because now the TV is broken or you just don't need it anymore. This doesn't apply to just electronics. It can apply to clothing, it can apply to furniture, anything, especially food. Anyone who's worked at the customer service desk knows that food items are always a problem. I mean, how many times have you had a customer come to return chicken wings after they brought nothing back but the bones and then say, oh, it tasted funny or it didn't smell right? Then stop eating the damn thing. How am I supposed to know that the chicken wasn't supposed to be blue? You didn't bring any of it back. And then the worst is when you give him the refund, he's gonna go and buy another tray. Moving on. Cheap customer. This is the Refund Refugee's first cousin. I mean, they go hand in hand in terms of habits and similarities. Cheap customers are the type of customers that will come up to you and argue about pricing on everything. They'll argue about the food items in their buggy, they'll argue about electronics, they'll even argue about the 25 cents they put into the buggy and say that someone else has it for cheaper. The worst is when you ask them if they want a bag. Would you like a bag with that? Do I have to pay for the Ross Clot bag? Yeah. Then no! I'ma carry me items. Price matchers. Man. Oh. I mean, I understand if you're looking to price match a couple of items, that's cool, whatever. But if you're bringing me the whole week's flyers and every single page has an item that you're gonna price match, please, please, just think about just going to that store and buying those items. Number 3, we have disrespectful customers. This video is really catered to you. I may be wearing a blue, red, green, purple,
3 days later,
violet, teal vest, but at the end of the day, that doesn't make me less of a person than you. I swear, sometimes just taking off that vest was the closest thing to an invisibility cloak that I've ever seen. These customers are like bold, man. They charge you when they see the color red, and they'll make obscene gestures to you. They'll whistle, they'll make weird sounds, throw stuff at you. I mean, hey, I have an obscene gesture for you. You take pride in your work and you assemble a shelf that you've never assembled before, and the amount of items you put on is calculated for perfection. And what happens? Some child or some grown-ass man who has nothing better to do chooses that particular spot to play Twister with himself. Boy, oh boy, kill me now. Moving on. Annoying customers. These are the types of customers that will chat for hours on hours about nothing, about absolutely nothing, because they have nothing better to do. And if you're a girl, these are the types of creeps that will come up to you and wait in your lane for 20 minutes so that way they can try to converse with you while they're trying to buy potato chips and condoms. Our managers will probably get mad when they come back and see that the task that they gave you isn't done, and the excuse of, oh, Fred wanted to know what my thoughts were on Seth Rogen isn't a valid excuse. Finally, we have the impatient customer. We all know time is money, money is time, but come on, man. You've only been in the store for 5 minutes. There's no need to start yelling at why the lines are so big or start yelling at the employees that they're not doing anything. We all have different departments. Someone who's not cash trained cannot just hop on a cash register and start cashing you out. You gotta wait. There's priority sequence. And these are the types of people that end up starting a riot. So Jeez. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. I know that a lot of you probably went through what I went through when I worked retail. And share, comment, like, subscribe, and just let me know if there's different categories that you used and what you can relate to. So, bam! Oh yeah. Other thing I hate, Seth Rogen. Cannot act. I'm Seth Rogen, oh my god! Ballin'!